Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach here, bringing you another Fear the Walking Dead video. So, spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen episode 3 of Fear the Walking Dead, don't want to spoil you. So come back and watch, basically, if you haven't seen it. But anyways, we're gonna be taking a look at the promo for episode 4. Um, I personally think that Fear has been off. I've been thoroughly enjoying the first couple episodes of Fear. Unfortunately, I do think this is gonna be another setup episode with some little bit of action, but nothing that really defeats like anything in the pure story. Maybe gets a couple of the group back together. But anyways, be sure to subscribe if you guys like Walking Dead content. And yeah, let's jump right into the promo. And this time, if you guys seen my Walking Dead World Beyond promo for episode 6, I forgot to get the audio and I do apologize, but this time I do have it. So yeah. First off, we got this like barn with a bunch of walkers. Not sure exactly what this is all about. Looks scary nonetheless. So when Luciana's saying so many dead, I don't know if she's talking about that barn full of walkers. I don't know if she's talking about as far as the people that they've encountered over the time, like too many people have passed away. If you were able to catch it, we got Al, Sarah, Daniel walks in a second. So they're all safe. CRM got them to a safe place. Would like to point out that the air looks rather clean here compared to everywhere we've seen with the yellowish hint, besides that strand. So, like, this is somewhere that's presumably really safe. So, yeah, and then it just zooms into Emil's head with Sarah looking at it with a gun clicking, getting ready to be pointed at her. And I now know Emil's twin brother's name is Josiah, so he's also going to be looking for Morgan, much like Emil did. But this is more in revenge of his brother, I'm assuming. So yeah, we got Josiah telling Sarah to back away from Emil. Now we got Strand here talking about someone bringing strays to his. Yep, and this is I'm not sure who this character is. This could be brand new character out of the blue, kind of like how Will was introduced to us. However, that ended up being one of Alicia's people, which I kind of would. There's probability is that it's probability she could be part of these stalkers too, because she is suited up. I mean, it's hard to say. And they did have automatic weapons. They did have like when John Dory was facing off with them last episode. So like, yeah, it's hard to say. Out my bet would be is either one of Alicia's group or the stalkers, or maybe that's the same group. I don't know. We don't know about this Padre place yet. I'm sure that's going to be something that the mid-season finale or it'll be second half of the season is when we start like investigating, when we start learning about that. And we got quick flash of Morgan, which part of this episode is going to be because I'll read the synopsis towards the end of it, but well, actually, I'll read it now. Against the advice of the group, Sarah searches for Wendell and in process encounters a dangerous survivor who forces her to take part in a search of his own. Basically, that dangerous survivor is Josiah trying to get Sarah to get to Morgan. So I really like that. Also, there's the return of Wes and Charlie. Um, yeah, so like, Emil failed hard against an injured Morgan. If you remember when Morgan was able to take down Emil, he was nowhere near full health. So this could actually, and Morgan's got a bit of rage. Clear Morgan is another beast. We haven't seen Morgan do that in a long time since the Saviors and even before that. But it would be so crazy if he actually did that in the Fear the Walking Dead. It'd be so crazy because his character has been very true to who he was like in the start of the show, but very evolved at the same time. And obviously, he doesn't want to kill anyone, but he obviously knows that he needs to sometimes, whether he likes it or not. And so there's Rufus, the puppy dog. Guessing this is like one of Emil's traps, or maybe they fall into a trap. I don't know. But that is Rufus for sure. And Rufus was with Josiah at the end of episode 2, so keep that in mind. Got Al also, presumably where Wes and Charlie just walked down. She's got a gun pointed. Is that Josiah? Is that the Walkers? Is that Strand? Like, who is this? And then here's Sarah finding Morgan. Not only, well, trying to find Morgan. What this could be a way is for Sarah and Morgan to and help get the group back together because they're not every like obviously like Morgan and Grace and even John Senior was reluctant to want to join join Strand, but not and even if they wanted to join Strand, I doubt like Daniel and a couple people are gonna be able to join. It would be really surprising to me if like Strand let Daniel go, and them two have so much bad juju with each other, you know. So with this promo so far, we haven't seen Dwight and Sherry yet this season. Is the main thing. That was Morgan, I'm pretty sure. Some walkers. This is nighttime, and then these two struggling in a car. Now there's some deception here with the animation. They go off the edge. Obviously, Josiah looks crazy. They make it look like the car explodes. That's just the animation for this season in the fear. They go with the nukes. That's what they've been using. But yeah, I think obviously I think this is going to be a fun episode, but it's going to be another episode if you ask me. I hope it's very entertaining. It looks action filled. What this kind of what part of this reminds me of with the cat crash scene. You remember when Negan and Rick had to face off in the town and they had like the car chase and stuff? That's what this kind of reminds me of. But I mean, I had a lot of fun with that episode, even though it didn't really set up a whole lot. And it's just really good to see some of these old faces. I mean, obviously, there's there's going to be a pulling together of some sort, whether they're going against each other or teaming up. Something crazy is going to be happening with this group. I'm really excited to get further along in the season and start because like the CRM is what took these people to the clean area. CRM is a big focal point in the world beyond right now. They're going to be part of the movies. I wouldn't be surprised if we in the whether it would probably be the third part of season 11 for Walking Dead. I wouldn't be surprised if they return in that. Like, I don't know. I think it feels like this is like starting to become like a Avengers Endgame moment, but with the Walking Dead, and I'm all for it. We need the big, we need a big crossover. That would be really really cool. And I mean, we know we got like Tales of the Walking Dead coming up. We got the Carol Dare spinoff. We have something else that they're working on. Like I think we're in a good place. It's gonna suck when the main show ends, but we still have 16 more episodes, and damn well I'm gonna enjoy it every moment we can get. Hopefully, we start like between these two shows. Maybe we get some Rick stuff. I mean, Lenny James in an interview said that if Morgan knew that Rick was in trouble, he would have dipped. Like he would be there. Like he would be there for Rick. So I'm just really curious if Morgan does find out about Rick. Like, does that tie anything together? Maybe the whole theory back when Rick got taken in the helicopter. There was some. I remember watching some YouTube videos back then, and they were trying to say that the people on the walkie were Morgan, Dwight, and Alicia. So, I mean, obviously Alicia wouldn't know Rick, but Morgan and Dwight very much do, and they could have told him. But at this point, Morgan hasn't really talked about Alexandria much, and I wish that that's one thing I really like. The show's been great since Morgan's been on it. Don't get me wrong. That is one thing I'm lacking, kind of like how Judith hasn't said anything really about Michonne going to look for Rick. That's one thing I'm like a similar kind of feeling. Other than that, like I've been really enjoying Fear, especially these last like season 4 of his first season was a little eh. These last 2 seasons been very great, and the season 5 was not great, but it was pretty good. You know what I mean? Anyways, let me know what you guys are thinking. Are you guys like excited for the future of Fear? Are you more excited about World Beyond? Or are you just mainly hanging in for The Walking Dead? I mean, if anything, like the worst Fear episodes are The Walking Dead when The Walking Dead isn't on to me, and that's how I've kind of always treated it. Maybe that's why I enjoy the stuff. But anyways, let me know what you guys are feeling down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you want more Walking Dead content. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.